The $13 Mi Band from Xiaomi that debuted about 2 years back was a huge success, especially because there's a whole lot of people who don't want to spend too much on a Fitbit or a Garmin. This, the Mi Band 2, is Xiaomi's third fitness tracker. It costs about $10 more than the original Mi Band, yet much cheaper than the competition. So, is it worth the upgrade? Let's find out. And hey, this is Sundar from C4E Tech, and this is my take on the Xiaomi Mi Band 2. Let's get started. The first thing you notice about the Mi Band 2 is its new design. It has a 0.42-inch OLED display, a first for the Mi Band. It's covered by scratch-resistant glass and an anti-fingerprint coating. Below the display, you've got a capacitive key for navigating through various metrics. Everything else is pretty much the same here. It's got an optical heart rate sensor to the back, just like the Mi Band Pulse. To the bottom, you can find the charging pins. Speaking of which, yes, the Mi Band 2 still uses a proprietary cable for charging. And since it's a tad bigger than the original Mi Band, it doesn't fit into the original charge cable. That said, you can fit the Mi Band 2 into your existing bands from the original Mi Band. It's a tight fit, not optimal, but possible. Coming back to the Mi Band 2, the new silicone band is made from an anti-sweat material and is adjustable from 155 to 210 mm. The removable tracker is super light at just 7 grams. You can hardly feel it on your wrist. It's also worth noting that the Mi Band 2, just like its predecessor, is IP67 water resistant. Moving on, how do you think this thing performs? Well, Xiaomi claims they have upgraded the pedometer algorithm, and I can't agree more. It's more accurate than most trackers out there. The figures are comparable with the Fitbit. Of course, there are exceptions where it fails to record your steps, like when you're holding a phone while walking. And just like every other band out there, it also has a tendency to overcount steps when your hands move a lot. Sleep tracking is reasonably accurate. It tells you light and deep sleep times. Apart from these, you can view the calories burned, distance, pulse. Speaking of pulse, I've found the Mi Band 2 to be quite unreliable here. The results vary by huge margins in successive attempts. And that is if you can get the tracker to show your pulse when you want it to. There have bbeen times where I just couldn't get it to record my heart rate. Moving on, you can wake the screen by doing this. And it works way better than on the original Mi Band. You can set alarms through the Mi Fit app, and the Mi Band 2 gently vibrates when the alarm goes off. You can also set idle alerts and have it vibrate during an incoming call, text or notification. Note that you can only have a maximum of 5 apps for receiving notifications to your band. Would have liked to see at least the app logo, but for most of the apps only this shows up. The Mi Band 2 syncs to your device via the Mi Fit app, which is available on both the Play Store and the App Store. Xiaomi's also added functionality to share data with other apps like Google Fit and even Apple Health Kit. It doesn't share data with MyFitnessPal yet though. Anyway, this app's been revamped since the launch of the Mi Band Pulse. You start by entering your height and weight and setting activity and weight goals. And over here, you've got options to set alarms, enable incoming call notifications and app notifications. And you also have a Need Do Not Disturb feature among others. The user interface is pretty good. You can view your activity stats here. It shows you the step count, distance, and calories burned, along with the time periods of your activity. So overall, a neat, clean and effective interface. Good stuff. Now the USP of the original Mi Band was its battery life, and despite adding a display, Xiaomi's managed to do the same with the Mi Band 2. After 19 days of usage, my Mi Band 2 had about 14% juice left. Your results might vary depending on the frequency of alarms, idle alerts and app notifications, but even for the most intensive users expect over 2 weeks of battery life. For a fitness tracker with a display, that's brilliant. Added to the price, $23, I'd say it's fantastic value for money. Is the Mi Band 2 perfect? No, it isn't. But Xiaomi's been constantly updating it, ironing out flaws, and the $23 price tag makes it easy to overlook some of its bigger issues like the heart rate sensor. Even if you just look at this as a tracker without a heart rate sensor, it's still hard to argue with that price tag. If and when Xiaomi brings it to India, expect the Mi Band 2 to launch at around the Chinese price, about 16 to 1700 rupees. But if you aren't willing to wait, you can import one via third-party sellers. Of course, going via a third-party seller means paying their extra margin. We got ours from Banggood.com by the way. I'll leave a link in the description below with a discount code. So that's it for my take on the Mi Band 2. Do you agree with my conclusion? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching. Hit thumbs up if you liked the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, this is Sundar from C4E Tech leaving for the moment. Have an amazing day.